Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading. Before we begin, I would like to say that this could be past, present or future energy, but for me as a reader, the energy truly begins as soon as you're guided towards clicking on this video. This message will resonate if this message was meant for you. If it does not resonate, please be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter, because they are all important in their own way. If you feel divinely guided towards a personal reading with me, then my website is in the description box below. We now open ourselves up to the energy that we are about to receive. We are open, we're accepting, with love and light. Thank you, Spirit. So now, Aries, as I ring this singing bowl, I would just like you to really let go and allow this sound to relax you, to flow through you like a ray of light, bringing true hope and love. Feel a sense of release. We are ready. Beautiful. Now I'm going to look at your current situation regarding love on this side and your partner's current situation regarding love on this side, and then I'm going to expand on this energy. But do remember that because I'm connecting with both of your energy, that sometimes this can be vice versa, sometimes this can be interchangeable. So please take this how it resonates with you and how you are guided towards following this reading by your spirit guides. So what is Aries' current situation regarding love? Current situation regarding love. The first card we have out for you is the Six of Pentacles. So you are someone that is willing to give your all in this relationship. You want something that is equal, and I feel if you feel like you are receiving a lot of abundance and love and value from this relationship, you're going to be putting that straight back into this relationship, and it's an ongoing cycle, right, of being able to see the potential and see the possibility that really this relationship has to offer. And this person, they're holding this scale, right? They're finding this balance, this true balance, and it's because they're in line with their morals and values, what they perceive as true value, right? These pentacles, they represent long-term commitment, long-standing commitment, and also this says that, you know, you feel this is your duty. This is your duty to really provide and support one another in this relationship. You're keeping your promises. I also see someone that looks upon the trials and tribulations of others that are less fortunate. You know, if there's any sort of deprivation in any way, they look upon this with compassion and empathy, and they help those around them. They stay strong for those around them, because they truly value their relationships that they have with others, the love that they have to give. And I feel like they're applying this energy towards this relationship, towards this love, in order for it to grow in a quite natural and equal way. You see here, they're giving. Wow, Aries, what a beautiful start to your reading. A truly sweet message to move forward with. This card just wanted to come out as soon as I picked up the cards, and this is the Six of Wands. You're really admiring this relationship. You're moving towards victory here, towards a truly fulfilling situation, I feel. And you're recognizing the true worth of love and what it has to give you. Love makes you feel like you have something more, right? You have something that is pushing you forward, motivating you to succeed. And this is you. You have this motivation now within you to really put a lot of hard work into not only this relationship but your life moving forward, and you're doing so from a place of true passion and perseverance. Yeah. And I feel like as well, this person that you are with, they are recognizing the good qualities about you, and they're really bringing them out of you. Really, I feel, bringing the best out of you, I feel. And that's what you see. You see that this person doesn't bring you down. They really do bring out what's best in you, and that's what really helps you, because I feel like in the past you haven't been appreciated. People haven't recognized your worth, and it's made you feel less than. It's made you feel like you're not able to succeed, you're not able to have a victory, you know that you're not deserving of victory, and that's just the way it made you feel, right? And it's not the truth. The truth is what they're showing you. This individual is showing you that you're capable of so much, and everything that you put into this love, everything you put into your life is just reflecting onto really, and a reflection of you. That's it. That's what I would like to say, is a reflection of who you truly are. So wow, this is Aries. I'm feeling your energy, and it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And it's as though you'll stand by each other no matter what, you know, through anything, through the good times and the bad. But I mean, right now I feel like you may be going towards your goals, and you may see some victory ahead, you may see some fulfillment ahead. And it's like this person, they're standing by you, they're going to be there to help you move towards this success. And also it's like you know that regardless of this success, they'd still be there. Regardless of anything, they'll still be there. That kind of person. It doesn't matter, you know. They just see you for who you truly are, not what you are. So current situation regarding love for Aries. Current situation regarding love for Aries. There's that time in the past popping up. This is what you've came from. This is what you've had to come through to get here. This is what you've had to get through. This person is surrounded by these challenges, these daily challenges, and they feel so alone. they're holding on to this wand, and they don't feel like they have a love that is going to really be there for them. And it's not what they expected. It's like they've wandered upon this path and they're standing here by themselves, and they've stumbled into all of these wands, and they didn't see it coming. It's like, if they could look back now, it becomes more obvious. You see, they're looking at these wands, but at the time it didn't seem so. And now they're seeing that, wow, they wouldn't have ever been able to get to such a place if they had such a love. But they know that everything happens for a reason, and the past happened for a reason. It grew them as a person. It helped them shine a light on what they truly don't want, what they want to grow from and never get back to again. And look at the difference here. Someone's surrounded by victory, surrounded by this positive recognition and admiration, right? Your current situation regarding love, feeling this sense of being recognized for your true value. And then on this side, this person is not seen by anyone. These wands here, they're cold, they're stagnant, they're unfulfilling, and they may be standing tall, these wands, in the background, but there's really no passion there whatsoever. That's the image I'm getting. There's no passion there. There's just this fear, this sense of anxiety, and this wanting to move out of the situation, but feeling so alone, too scared to move, right? They're holding on to this wand, and it's like they're holding on for dear life, when is this going to end? When am I going to get through this? And they're not walking away. They're just standing there, and they're frozen in their tracks. It's as though they're waiting for something rather than moving, and it's because this situation has really depleted their confidence, their self-worth. It's like they don't feel like they can move, but they can. And look, when they do move, they have this individual, and I feel like this individual is the horse, and this is you on this horse, right? And it's like you're going now, and you're moving forward past a lot of this, okay? It's like the universe has answered your calls, your calls for guidance, for divine guidance, and it has the universe has pulled you forward. I feel pulled you forward past this. It's like they had to grab your hand, and say, look, it's okay, take these few steps, and you're going to get through this. So wow, that's really powerful, Aries. That's really powerful. You've had to be so strong, and the only harmony that you felt is within yourself, truly within yourself. And even then, it's like you didn't know if you could trust yourself, because your self-worth was so low that you were thinking, well, if I can't even find my own self-worth, it's like subconsciously that made you not even trust yourself, because you weren't confident. You were thinking that you were incapable of moving forward, and in the past you were able to be there for yourself, you were able to stand up for yourself, but at that moment in time it was like, I can't even move forward, I just can't do it anymore. And with that came a sense of lack, for your own integrity, this sense of, in a way, this sense of, just heaviness. 10 of Wands, this heaviness, but through this heaviness, this individual, they can walk still. They haven't dropped these wands. They're not stumbling in this picture. They're holding these wands firm, and they have a lot of muscle. So it's as though you've grown from these experiences significantly. They've really made you a strong character. They've made you a strong individual that can carry, that's able capable and able of carrying such responsibility. So much hard work, so much recognition here in this reading, Aries. I really am. I can't believe it's inspiring to me right now, what I'm looking at in front of me. And this is you now deciding what does, to let go of this heaviness, to, carry something lighter, carry a new passion, and perhaps you're letting go of some of these wands, replacing them with some new ones, some new journeys, some new passions that are going to be more fulfilling, because this journey has just been way too complicated for you to understand. You see all these wands? Way too complicated. You're coming to the end of a cycle though, because this is a 10. This is a 10, so this is saying that perhaps if this is in the past, this is saying that, now it's time to finally have that acceptance, have that closure, and be able to let go of this situation that frankly was very just isolating. I feel I'm feeling that sense of being on guard, having to be on guard. And even though you're on guard, even though you're protecting yourself, there's this lack of hope in oneself, and therefore a lack of trust, because you feel like you allowed this to happen. But I have to say, Aries, that this reading is from the universe is saying that no, you didn't allow this to happen. You didn't see it coming, because you're looking back and you're saying, what could I have done differently? And it's saying, no, Aries, that situation that you're in, anyone would have had to go through that in the same way that you did. And if we have a look at this 10 of Wands, they're saying that you look at all the muscle you've gained from this, look at all the strength you've gained from this, okay? You were strong, you held up all those ones, you kept walking no matter what you were faced with, okay? And you may have been up at night. I mean, it may have impaired your ability to function, you're worrying and stressful, just a stressful situation in general. But now it's like you're coming out of that now, and perhaps you're able to sleep better now, you're able to look after yourself a little bit better now, because you're with someone that respects you, that sees your worth, right? Look how beautiful this is. This person looks beautiful in these pictures, these individuals, right? And this is you. You're coming out of this and you're beautiful. You're glowing in a way, right? You're glowing, and people are recognizing this new glow about you, and people are seeing the way you carry yourself, and they think, yeah, this is someone that is beautiful on the inside and the outside. You're reflecting that, you're able to move forward in a way that really represents who you are. And I feel like as you do that, people will see you as the person that you are, very compassionate and very caring and loving, Aries, okay? Not only to yourself now, and that may take time, that may this may have this is saying that, but the fact that this is coming up means that it's still of some relevance to you, right? But in time, it's like you have that love for yourself as well as that love that you extend to others. But here your partner is admiring you. Your partner is going to be the person that is going to really make you see, give you some sense, shake some sense into you and tell you just how beautiful you really are, okay? That's the way I'm feeling about this. This is the energy I'm getting. And my guides, just said thank you for being so upfront with them. The review, they just said thank you for being so upfront. So I don't know if that can mean have extra meaning as well, but yeah, I feel like I'm meant to say this to you, okay? I feel like maybe there's a message there for someone that as well has lost someone in their lives that's quite significant to them, a family member maybe, and that family member is just saying, look, you're beautiful, they're trying to shake some sense into you and say, look, you're beautiful. And as I said that, I did have some goosebumps. So I do feel like for someone out there, there is that. I feel like there's a particular individual that can feel someone around them just supporting them. And yeah, they're there and they're looking out for you, and they saw you during this situation. They saw you and they realise now that you're going to be moving out of this, and you realise now that you're going to be moving out of this. And yeah, I mean, it's a big step for you. This is a big step, okay? And the next card that we have that came out, actually we had 4 cards that came out, and I'm going to accept the one that was on the top. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is someone that built themselves from nothing, so you're building a stable foundation now, Aries. The Emperor mastered their emotions. They know what they want. They are very emotionally intelligent. They understand themselves and who they really are. They've mastered their pentacles. They know that what they have has not come easy, and they're willing to put in a lot of hard work into this relationship, right? You're taking on this Emperor energy for this new relationship, for this, well, not new relationship, I would say this long-standing relationship. That this is the Father of the deck, but I mean, this is moving forward from that energy, right? The Father of the deck, right? A supportive energy. You're being the person that you wish that you've had, you wish that you had in these situations, and now you're getting that. You're getting this Emperor energy back, so you're embodying that yourself, because you see that you and your partner can really move forward in a way that is substantial. This is someone that can rule an empire, that can build an empire, that can support a home, that can create a happy home, but they're also firm. They're very serious about this relationship, right? So you're serious about this relationship, and you want to have something that is reliable and committed and forever. That's what this card is saying. You're very wise. You have so much experience behind you now that you want to make sure that this is right, that this is just, and yeah, and you're putting in the work. You truly are. You're sitting firm, and I'm just seeing, look at the difference again, okay? It's like you've come from nothing. You've come from nothing, and here you are, Aries. Here you are. And you deserve this. You deserve this. You're sitting firm, and I feel like you're wondering here. You're wondering, let me show you as I'm talking. It's like you're sitting here and you're wondering, you're saying, do I really deserve this? Like, is this real? Can I move forward? Is this my life right now? And is this just a dream? Am I just watching myself from the outside? And the answer is, Aries, look, this is you. This is your energy. You are strong. You are, this is well deserved, okay? This foundation, this strong foundation, just because you haven't had a strong foundation in the past doesn't mean that you're not worthy of one. If anything, it means the opposite. It means that you are worthy. Everyone is worthy of true love, a stable foundation. And unfortunately, your partner in the past didn't see that. And as I said that, I saw 333 on my camera, so that could be of significance to some of you, okay? So now I'm going to be moving over these and making room for your partner's energy. And we're going to look at their current situation regarding love, but look at this, look at all the hard work. I'm just amazed by these cards, Aries. I mean, you're such a strong individual, but you really don't show it. Like, you really hide it. You really hide everything that you've been through. And it's because you want to make sure others are happy. You don't want to make them feel, you don't ever want them to feel like you've had to feel. Okay, any situations you've had, it's like they've just spurred you to make sure that no one else has to go through that. And wow, it just brings me such emotion. It's such an emotional reading, okay? But yeah, look at that, all the hard work, all of that hard work, and here you are now taking on this Emperor energy. And this Empress, I feel like, you know, the father of the deck, this Empress is coming, you know, this happy family, this happy home, if you don't have it already, and I feel like you do, because this person is truly admiring you, you know, this is long lasting love here with the Emperor. It's like, wow, look at you. In your truth now. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. Okay, so your partner's energy. Your partner's current situation regarding love. Okay, so they've had to also, I feel, overcome challenges in the past where people were perhaps inconsiderate of them. People really just took them for granted, and wow, so it's like you've both come together out of a place of lack and you've now been able to grow, okay? But I'm seeing here that the individual this individual here, it represents people in your partner's past, I feel. And you see how they've made a victory, and they're holding the swords of their components, right? But this is a short-lived victory, because they really are just smirking. They don't really see the trials and tribulations, the woes of their competitors. They're just happy about winning, right? Which is very surface level. And these competitors, they're very upset, but it's like they don't care who they upset as long as they win, right? So wow, your partner has had someone in their life that has sucked out some of the energy from them, okay? And you know, perhaps your partner, this is them in the background, but it's like they've been separated into two people. It's like they've been split in half from this, and you know, there's one side of themselves, one side of your partner that is stable, one side of your partner that can express themselves clearly, and another side which is deep within themselves that feels this sense of insecurity from the past, from these situations, you know, from this inconsiderate energy, right? But this is short victory, so it's like you know, the individual or whatever past situation that is that caused this for your partner, this split in, you know, two people, I feel, two separate people, someone confident in expressing themselves and someone insecure. It's like whoever did that, you know, that it wasn't permanent, and they didn't get true gratification from that. And really the person that came out on top here was your partner, because they came out of that and they did that through hard work. We have the 8 of Pentacles, so it's like they've kept going, and now they're willing to put everything into this relationship. They're willing to work on each pentacle meticulously. This is someone that pays attention to detail. The pentacles, you know, they're thinking, right, this is long term, this is long standing, this is a real responsibility that I'm not going to take for granted. And they sit there working and working and working, and not only are they working on their own goals, their own long-term goals, they feel like whatever they do during their long-term goals is going to ultimately benefit this relationship moving forward. And you see there's a house in the background, and it's like that is a stable foundation. That is the foundation that they've always wanted. That's not a short-term victory, that's a long-term success, right? Building and building and building. Here, you know, all those pentacles already lined up, and their inspiration is you. It's like you're right by their side. And actually my guides just showed me, you see that pentacle on the floor? Actually it's like that's not a pentacle, that's you standing right beside them as they're hard at work, and you're supporting them. And in a way I feel like that's you in the back of their mind, perhaps. You know, you're in the back of their mind every step of the way, and they have you in mind as they keep moving, okay? So wow, you're really inspiring them to keep going. You're really being there being there, you know. And if that's not, for some reason I'm getting that it's not in a physical sense, even though you may be there, it's more that they just know, it's that inner knowing for them that you'll always be there that really keeps them going. But yeah, they do, they really, they're motivated by this relationship, definitely. But I just feel like here, you know, these short-term victories, these, you know, inconsiderate energies of the past are just, wow. I mean, they've brought you close together, you know. If this is coming out for both of you, it's brought you both closer together. And we have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is about really being in awe of all of the possibility and trying to make a decision, trying to move forward on a journey that is of true emotional fulfillment, but seeing that this relationship has so much potential and it's the path to go down that is going to be the most inspiring. But here it's saying that they feel like they have a lot of different I feel like different journeys to grow with you, quite frankly. You know, all of these are, you know, you will pursue in time, but right now they're coming towards clarity. They're picking one of these cups and they're getting ready to really extend this journey to you. It's a fulfillment of some kind, and it's like you're both working on these cups one by one, these emotionally fulfilling journeys one by one, step by step together, as you build your love on a deeper level. Okay, so it's coming towards clarity, it's coming out of just daydreaming. And before they met you, they were daydreaming about having someone like you, having a relationship with someone like you, and they envisioned what they would want in a perfect partner. I feel, you know, to them, what would be, you know, someone loving, someone caring, someone emotionally fulfilling with these cups. You know, cups are all about that. And it's like you came along and really did that for them, really showed them, wow, you know, what they truly love, It's like they saw you and they were just in awe of you. And they knew that everything else that they'd been through was to lead up to this point, was just to prepare them to be ready for this relationship, and also to be so surprised. They wouldn't be so surprised by you if in the past they hadn't have tumbled over and had to go through some obstacles to get to where you are, right? It's like they're truly very much appreciative of you and admiring you. And look, I feel like this is reflected, right? This is in your current situations. So I was saying about how you see how your partner admires you, admires your good qualities, and wow, just that feeling, that sense of wholeness again, you know, working towards that for yourself, because, you know, they truly do. And this is them. They're looking at you and they're just in awe of you. You see, look at them. So I mean, yeah, it's so true. And wow, I mean, both of you together, and my guides are telling me you feel exactly the same. You know, it's like you're also in awe of them, and it's like you quietly have this admiration for one another that's really beautiful, I feel. So can we have another card for your partner's current situation regarding love? Another card, please, for your partner's current situation regarding love. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man, and I'm being drawn to take the other card. Wow, okay. So we have the Hanged Man and we have the Seven of Wands. And I'm going to expand on these. Yeah, I'm going to expand on these individually and then together, because I feel like they do relate to one another. So your partner was stagnant. They were in a period of self-discovery, and they were not going to move forward until they came to some true realizations. They wanted to gain some true clarity over what they wanted in a relationship. They weren't just going to settle with anyone. They didn't want to get hurt. They were guarded. Okay, this is where this comes in. They were guarded of their love. They were guarded of their heart, and they were seeing here that they were taking an open perspective and trying to really understand how they got to the point they did where they couldn't trust people. Right? They couldn't trust people, but they were taking a high ground. They were observing this, right? This person's on a high ground above all these ones, observing how they came to those conclusions and really finding a way to transform them and really let them go and accept them and gain closure over them, okay? So it's like they're putting this one down now. They're breaking free of this feeling of being guarded over their heart, this feeling of not trusting, and they're working on building, and that's because here they finally gained true clarity once they met you, once they realised that someone like you existed in the world, right? Once they stumbled across you. And I feel like you did surprise them. You did surprise them, and wow, Aries, look at them. They just stumbled across you, and it's like you woke them up. You woke them up from this hanged man energy and snapped them back to life, I feel. And wow, I mean, yeah, look, and they're highly intuitive at this time. So it's like they knew within themselves, they used their intuition, they asked themselves, are you... I don't know why I'm thinking, are you safe? Is it really... it's like, wow, they must really have felt like they couldn't trust anyone. And they're thinking, are you safe? And they said, yeah, let's do this. And they decided to move forward, and... they're doing so with such light, with such love for you, Aries, with such inner knowing. There's a sense of there being a higher purpose to this relationship, and a true, trusting, open and loyal relationship where you can converse with one another freely, where you can be open with one another and accepting of one another truly, and really... wow. And it's almost like they were kind of like what's the word, they were, in a way they were punishing themselves. There's probably a better word for it, but in a way they were punishing themselves, and they were refusing love, refusing love, not feeling worthy of love, and you just kind of snap them out of it. I don't know whether they've expressed this to you, but it's like you just snap them out of it, snap them out of it, and brought them back to, again, what they truly deserved. So interesting here, both of you drawn together through these same feelings, I feel. It's like you were mirroring. It's like you were apart, but you were going through the same experiences, okay? So you may not have met, you may not have known each other, or perhaps you did know each other, but here it's like you both had these situations in your lives, going through similar not exactly the same, but very similar feelings evoked from them, and then you just saw each other, you discovered one another, and wow, you were both in this same place without even realising it, perhaps. And it's like, wow, and it's no coincidence, okay? I feel like perhaps it's like, okay, wow, it's a bit of a coincidence that, we've both been through so much, we've both been through similar situations, but no, it's like the universe said, it just drew this energy together and made this possible. And I have to say that it was through a lot of hard work on both your parts here. This is you trying to find balance, right? This is you trying to find balance, being very compassionate, and very compassionate still after everything you've been through, right? And this is your partner working hard through anything, and it's like you've woke them back up, okay? You've woke them back up, and they're just working on this foundation and trying to provide something that is going to be truly stable for both of you, and vice versa here with you with this Emperor energy. They see this, they see that you're an Emperor, they see your worth, and it's making you very strong, Aries, okay? It's building you up. So how does your partner see you? So now the card has come out already. It wanted to come out, it's spoken, but here I'm just going to put how your partner sees you on this side and how you see your partner on this side as we expand further into this energy. So your partner sees you as the Star card, and wow, so they're truly admiring you. They see you as a wish fulfillment for them. They're very hopeful towards this relationship, and they see you as someone that follows your dreams, that follows your heart, that is hard at work here planting seeds. But these seeds are, you know, they're growing very slowly, and whatever they are, they're of true purpose, they're of true value. And yeah, they have faith in you. They have faith that you're going to succeed, and they're looking upon you with such optimism for the future, and they're seeing you really have one foot on land and one foot on water. So you're really grounding yourself, and you're also quite in touch with your emotions. You're dipping your feet in, like slowly but surely. You know, you haven't gone fully into that pond yet, I feel, but what you are doing is you're tending to it. You're very gentle, you're very caring, and they admire that calm and caring side of you. They really do. But they also see the light within you, that, you know, that glow about you, that only, I feel like it's like they only see you. You know, there's only one person in this card, and this one person has a huge star behind them. So really, you are the light of their life. They only see you when they look at you. They don't see anything else. They don't see any of the pain they've had to go through. They just see you you being yourself. They see you for who you truly are. And they feel like there's a long journey ahead though. They feel like there's a long way to go, and that's not a bad thing. They feel like this is a long-term relationship. You're a long-term individual for them. So they're not only looking at you, they're looking at how far in the future, you know, how far this is going to reach into the future. And you know, there's a long way to go, and they like that. They find that inspiring. They like the thought of, you know, so much being left to discover together, and, you know, wondering what those seeds are going to grow into, right? They're not seeing those seeds as they've blossomed. What they're doing is they're seeing those seeds as the inception of something, that's going to grow over years and years and years. And wow, that's just, I feel like this is reflecting all the potential. This is the potential they're seeing. Okay, the next card for you is the Six of Cups. They see you, wow, so they see you as someone that they feel like they've known for their whole lives. This is a card of nostalgia in a way. This is a card of true history with one another, but as well feeling like a sense of history, feeling a sense of, even though we've known each other for this long, I feel like we've known each other for much longer. You know, this is what they're saying, and they see you as someone that's caring, that's kind, that's considerate, that's someone that's giving. You see, they're giving this emotionally fulfilling cups away. These cups are full. These cups are really overflowing with abundance here, and you're just giving, you're sharing, you're kind, you're compassionate with love. And just look how similar these cards are, Aries. Look at the Six of Pentacles and then look at the Six of Cups. They're very similar cards. You know, they're both giving, and that's your current situation. And this is saying that they recognize that. They recognize all the hard work that you put into being caring and kind to other people. They see that in you, and, you know, they're not taking you for granted. They really aren't. But as well, when I look at this, I do also notice the house in the background, that stable foundation. So they don't just see you, they see the home, they see the happy home, they see the happy family, they see the bonding, the true bond that you can build with one another that is going to reflect in your surroundings also. And nothing is going to stand in their way of having you. There's this determination, this persistence to build something truly significant with you. But really they're looking upon this with such determination. They see you as the Chariot. They see you moving forward. You're moving forward with everything you have. You know, this is the black and the white at the front of the card here, and this is saying that you're taking everything regardless of, you know, if you've been through challenges, you get through them. If you've been through victories, you move through them. You're someone that keeps going no matter what, and they see that within you, and they also see you coming towards them, you know, coming towards them, and quite firmly, you know, quite set on moving no matter what. So, and again, this links back as well to them. It's like they look at you as well, and it's like they're just going to be there for you no matter what the situation. And my guides just gave me a visual here of this person on this chariot, and there's someone on the side of the road. They're on this muddy path, they're on the side of the road, they're waiting to move forward on their journey, and this person just stops and says, climb in, come on in. And, you know, they get on this chariot and move forward together. So it's like you support one another, you drive one another to move forward, you motivate one another to move forward in your lives, not only on your life journeys but also in love, to make the steps, to build together, to grow together, and to move forward regardless of any fears, regardless of anything that could have impacted the way that you both perceive love and the way that you trust and the way that, yeah, I mean, the past has made an impact on both of you. I really do feel that, but I feel like regardless, you are moving forward, and it's like you're not even acknowledging that right now. You see, they're just seeing all of the potential here. They're not seeing, yeah, they're just, you're both just focusing on the positives. And it took a lot, it took a lot to get to that point. You know, when you see one another, you don't want to be reminded, right? You may have this in your current situation, but when you actually truly look at one another, it's like you see each other as individuals and as a unit, but only together here. It's like you see them and you see everything of their self-worth. You don't see the people in their lives that have, you know, you don't see anyone else that has impacted them in some way. You see them for who they truly are, and they do the same for you. And then you also see how you work together, how you can be together in a relationship, and how you keep building and how you can keep building through this, right? But here as well, they see this Ace of Wands energy, and the Ace of Wands is true passion. This also, Aries, could be that they're quite attracted to you. Let me just let that focus. They're quite attracted to you, whether that's on the inside or the outside. I'm seeing a strong level of attraction, and they're holding, you know, this person's holding a wand, and they see you as holding on to a journey quite firmly, holding on to this passion quite firmly, and moving forward with them, okay? And this is the fire within you. They see your fire, they see your drive, okay? And it's a sense of longing to be part of that. Yeah. And perhaps they admire your creative side. They admire that you're a little bit different. They admire that you only go for what feels truly of passion to you. You're not someone that would just follow anything just for the sake of it, even if it was going to be successful. You would have to pursue a journey in life that was truly from a fire within you, truly something that you're motivated to contribute towards in a very creative way. I feel, you know, putting yourself into it. You like to put yourself into your work, you like to put yourself into these journeys, and yeah, they love that about you. They love that you're just, you know, you will only be yourself. You refuse to be anything else, okay? But really, they see this, but then your current energy, it's like you're this emperor, and you have all of this inside of you. You have all of this inside of you, but then they see you for who you truly are. They see your fire. They see past this, okay? You know, they see that you're an emperor, but they see underneath everything. They see your dreaminess, your purposeful actions in the movements forward. And you're very kind. You're very kind. You perhaps you approach situations that are a little bit challenging, a little bit rocky, but you do so with kindness, right? So if anyone betrays you, if anyone neglects you or puts you down, you don't really go down to their level. You just treat them with kindness and respect. You treat them with the kindness and respect that you would have wanted. And the last card out for you, Aries, is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, so they see you as really building yourself up from nothing. All this lack in the past, you've grown from with a lot of hard work and effort. This is a 10, so this means that you've put in quite a lot in order to get to this point, and they're recognizing this. And also the Ten of Pentacles, it's like whatever they perceive as worth and value in a individual, they see in you. They recognize in you, and you see that tower in the background. That's a stable foundation, and those people that are conversing in the background, there's clear communication. They're loyal to one another and open and sharing, and they feel comfortable with one another. The Hermit sits at the front of the card, and that's true wisdom gained. That's knowing oneself, self-discovery, and companion animals. Again, we're looking at that loyalty, that faith in one another. So really they see you as everything, as the full package here, and there's nothing really that's going to change their perception. You know, this is a very strong energy, this is a very strong card, and it's like the flame within you leads to such abundance, and they recognize it. They recognize this in you, and they're very much seeing all of the potential, but they're seeing here that you can have a happy home, that you can have a comfortable home and a successful union with one another, a complete family that is driven, that is fulfilling their potential, and fulfilling their potential because they do not take anything for granted. They recognize everything they've had to get through in order to reach this point, and really they're the most deserving individuals of all, okay? But it's like they don't really, they don't feel like you see just how beautiful you are. I'm hearing someone say, how do I get them to see their worth? How do I get them to see their worth? So they're actively trying to think of ways that they can make you happy, Aries. They see your passion. They see everything. There's no heavy energy here. There's no burdensome energy. There's actually a very light energy, but it's a very strong one. Strong, light energy, and that's igniting that passion. You ignite this passion within them, and that's through your own passion. That's through you having such passion. So now I'm going to have a look at how you see your partner, but I have to say that I keep feeling this energy coming through, and I'm not sure if this is how your partner sees, what your partner recognizes here, or if this is your energy, but it's as though someone has been through something, and what's happened is there was an individual that made someone feel like they had done something wrong, when really they hadn't done anything wrong. They were just I'm trying to think of a film, okay? A film. So everyone's seen The Lion King. So if you remember Simba is laying there waiting for, Simba's waiting, and his uncle has this plot to sabotage here, to dethrone Simba's father, right? And he blames Simba for what happened to his father. And it's like someone's done that in this situation where they've made someone feel like they're accountable for something, right? Simba left, and Simba felt such guilt, Simba felt such shame, and so much so that he never went back to his kingdom. He never went back and took that throne that he deserved, right? He deserved that throne. That throne was meant for him, and once he came back, the kingdom was thriving. That kingdom was, what it should have always been. But to do that, to come back, he had to face his uncle, and he had to know the truth, to acknowledge the truth that, as he was fighting with his uncle to reclaim the kingdom, and his uncle was pushing him down, right? His uncle was, saying, some quite nasty things to Simba, and he said, no, it's not true, you're the one that, it was you. And he stands up for himself, right? He stands up for himself, and he believes in himself. So I feel like there's a metaphorical message there, right, of someone that felt like they were guilty of something when they weren't, and it's because some individual in their life really depleted their self-worth, okay? Depleted their self-worth, made them feel accountable when really anyone would have behaved that way in that situation. And then it really impacted them for a very long time. It really stuck by them, stuck with them, and they still had this sense of feeling, you know, like they weren't able to come back to their kingdom, that they weren't able to be themselves and be the rightful king, you know, embrace that throne. And Aries, I feel like this is you. I feel like now, you know, this Emperor energy, this person on that throne, it's like you're that Simba, you're Simba, and you're coming back and you're reclaiming your throne, and you're realizing that these situations in the past that have made you feel scared to love in some way, guarded in some way, you know, fearful, this heaviness that you've been feeling, it's like you can let that go now, Aries. You know, you can let that go because you've acknowledged that it wasn't you. You know, and I feel like that's all you had to do. All you had to do is acknowledge that it wasn't your fault, and don't blame yourself for someone else's actions, okay? Because they are accountable for their actions, but you know, it's not like you, if we're going back to the Lion King metaphor, it's not like Simba wanted any harm for his uncle. He just wanted his uncle to acknowledge what he'd done, you know, and that was it. And it's like he didn't even need to, you know, the only way he was going to is if he was forced to, you know, if he was forced to that point. But really all he wanted was to reclaim his kingdom for his family and friends. He wanted to do this for his family and friends. He didn't want to do it for himself. He was for the others around him, right? That love for others around him that made him want to move forward, to made him want to take that throne. And you know, it's going back to your love of others, your care of others, that made you really want to succeed, want to make you come back from, you know, whatever this situation was that was, you know, oppressing you in some way, you know, however that resonates with you, Aries. I feel like that may have been just a message for one person, but that's someone. And if it's not you, then I feel like it must be your partner, your partner's energy, because it's coming through very strong, okay? And it's like you forgot who you were for a second, and in your subconscious you felt like you were neglecting yourself. You were doing a disservice to perhaps a loved one of you. I feel I have to say this because I'm being urged to. You felt like you were doing a disservice to a loved one, a past loved one that you may have lost, because you were losing yourself. You were forgetting who you were, and you know, you wanted to make them proud. You want to, and you know, you felt this sense of detachment for a second, and it really, you know, subconsciously I felt like it hurt you. It hurt that, you know, you weren't able to be there in the right way for who you care, you know, someone that you cared about, because of, you know, allowing yourself to, this is how you felt, allowing yourself to be in a situation where you would lose yourself. And you know, that's for one of you. I feel there's an energy here, okay? But you've gotten through this, and you're taking back who you are, you're taking back your throne, and that's what really is so meaningful. I feel that's the real main message here for you in this reading. You're letting go of any energy that is toxic to you, and you truly are. I mean, there's this inner strength that you're developing, and it's like you realise you have a long way to go. You have a long way to grow as a person, but the only way that someone could realise such a you know, realising how much growth they have is if they already know, you know, if they've already grown so much already, right, and they see even more paths ahead of them, even more, and that, you know, you're someone that keeps on growing. There's no limit for you. There's no limit for you, especially when it comes to love, okay? Especially when it comes to relationships. You like to invest your all, and your all is really endless, Aries. Your all, you just give and give. There's so much passion for you, and you're being who you truly are, and there's something that is coming up now. It just keeps coming up. So how do you see your partner? Let's go back now. Let's carry on. Okay, how do you see your partner? We have the Queen of Cups. So you're seeing them as, you know, they're quite emotionally intelligent and compassionate individuals. They're quite protective. They, right now, you see this Queen, they're looking at this ocean, I feel, in front of them, this deep ocean, and they're trying to comprehend this ocean, but they can't truly fully comprehend this ocean because, you know, no one can. It's so deep. So they're really just in their emotions right now. They're quite sensitive, perhaps, trying to grasp this for themselves. And I feel like here this is showing, you're seeing this, but they're trying to gain composure. Perhaps this is relating to that Seven of Cups energy, right? That being, you know, they're looking at all these cups which also represent emotions. They're trying to gather themselves, right? So you're seeing this, you're feeling this. If you're not seeing this, you're feeling this, aren't you, Aries? They're facing this water. There's so much emotion within them for you. How do you see your partner, Aries? Yeah, look at that, coming towards you with this cup of love. Quite steadily. They're the Knight of Cups. They're very fair and honest individuals, so you feel like they are being sincere in their emotions. They're not being, you know, there's no facade here, I feel. They're just moving along on this journey with you, offering you a journey of emotional fulfillment. And perhaps they're watching you, they're watching over you in some way, they're just thinking about you all the time, and you feel that, you feel them really, you know, when they're thinking about you, it's like you sense that. You sense that. Yeah. They have their helmet. I'm noticing how their face is not covered by this armor. And there's something here about eye contact. There's something about seeing one another, so looking into each other's eyes and completely understanding one another, the emotions that you're feeling. In particular here, I feel like you look into each other's eyes and you see the deep emotion. Yeah. But it's not fully comprehensible yet. There's something about this Queen of Cups that, you know, you're trying to get a hold of these emotions. You're trying to really refine them into something that's stable, you know, because there's so much love there, and it's how to express that love in a way that is, you know, just in a way that's grounded. And there's something so sweet about that. There's something so sweet about, you know, someone coming towards you, offering their cup of love, and not knowing truly how to express themselves, even though they're so emotionally intelligent and in tune with their emotions. It's like when they're around you, it's like they just, you know, there's a part of them here that, you know, they're so in awe of this love. They're so in awe of you that sometimes it's really hard for them to communicate that. But still they're coming forward. They're offering this cup regardless. Yeah, look at this individual. We also have the Knight of Wands here. And you see that horse? That horse is, you know, they're bracing themselves here. Right? They feel like they're wearing yellow. So they really stand out to you. And again, this is someone that is coming in with a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. They're trying to express themselves in the right way, and they're trying to move steady, but then they just can't control themselves. Okay, they're so attracted to this relationship, they're so attracted to you that they move. And you know, it's like inside they want to be this Knight of Cups, right? They want to move steady, and I feel like they are moving steady. But then again, there's this other side that's like, I need to move forward. They're everything I could ever want, and they're just a bit, yeah, they could be just a little bit very open with you. I feel very open about this. I mean, there must be some sort of communication that you're having here, and it's like they just can't keep it in. They just keep coming with, you know, everything they're feeling. And it's like you motivate them so much that there's no holding back. There's no holding back. It's like you could move forward, they could see you as moving forward, and then that would just immediately, right? So they could be going along their journey, offering you this cup of love, and then immediately as they see that you're moving forward in some way towards them, it's like suddenly they transform into this Knight of Wands, and there's so much more passion, and they just can't control their emotion, and they want to come towards you and to show you everything that, you know, you deserve. And yeah, it's yeah, but something about that really stands out to you, Aries, I feel. You know, it's like they're so tender and caring and protective, but you're just seeing the different sides of them and how the journeys that they're offering you. You know, that this journey of love, not only love but passion that, you know, they're offering. And you love that. You love that they're coming from a place of heart. They're not just using their head. I mean, it would be nice for them to use their head and their heart, but I feel like here, you know, what you're really appreciating here is that they follow the natural desires within themselves. And I feel like that allows you to let go a bit more. That allows you to get to a place of being able to let yourself go a bit, because it's not all about analysing the relationship. It's not all about, you know, just overthinking things, right? You've been overthinking so much in the past, Aries, that you're so glad that you're with someone that I feel like right now in this current situation, it's all about how you feel, you know, and there's no judgments, there's no, you know, it's all about the feeling, following that feeling through for both of you. And you know, that kind of shows here that you're both just very open to one another and wanting to be there for one another always. And it doesn't matter about, you know, it's like all thought processes go out the window when you just follow your true love. It's like you're both hypnotized by one another in a way. And the next card to come out did come out in my pre-meditation. I would like to note that. And that's the Temperance card. The Temperance card is my divinely guided card. This card is, as well as the Change card and the High Priestess. But the Temperance one is, yeah, again, this is one of my favourites. I like this. This is saying that you feel like this is meant to be with this person. You feel like this is a spiritual connection. This is a divine connection. And perhaps you've been guided towards this person for a real purpose here, because this is a major arcana. Okay, and perhaps they are bringing this harmony to your life. They're rebalancing these cups, right? So perhaps one of these cups was empty in the past, and what they're doing is they're coming in and they're filling up that cup with true emotion, pure water, with sincere water that is drinkable, right? That is sustainable. And again, we have this sense of one foot on land, one foot in water. Both of you are taking a dip into these emotions. You're not quite diving in yet, because there's an ocean there. There's so much more to discover, so you both realise that, so you're taking things step by step. But also you have one foot on land here, you know, trying to be grounded, trying to feel a sense of, you know, just totally being faithful to one another and having faith in the future and using your intuition with one another. And you see this path ahead with this individual leads to the sun, and that sun is security. It's feeling safe. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck, right? It's true fulfillment and wish fulfillment. So really you're looking at this individual bringing harmony to your life, but you're also seeing the journey that they bring, in the future to true passion and love. Yeah. And it's like swords represent ideas, they represent thoughts, right? And we don't really have any swords here, which is interesting, right? We don't have any swords here, Aries, but what we do have is the Temperance card, and look at their head, it's glowing, these thoughts are glowing, but this is more intuitive than anything. But I'm saying that the only card we have really that represents thoughts in this deck, in this reading for you, is the Temperance card, right, with the glowing head. And also in the Hanged Man, you know, notice how these heads are glowing. So it's like when you do think about one another, it's truly divine thoughts. It's truly intuitive thoughts. It's thoughts of true discovery, of inner knowing. So wow, that's actually quite beautiful. I feel that really all the energy that is coming forward is of true passion, of true inner knowing. So many wands. I mean, it's mostly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just an equal set here of cups and wands, I feel. And then the pentacles are representing that hard work, or are representing that value and worth in this commitment. And we have the 10 here. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So, wow, I mean, right underneath that Emperor card. It's like you're moving forward to calmer waters together. You're moving forward into a period of bliss and calm and peace together. Okay, the next card out for you. Sorry, it just, it pops out, but it's somewhere in the deck. Okay. Wow, there we go. Wow. Okay, so guess what the next card out is, Aries? Flipped over here. The Sun cards. We were just talking about the Sun cards. You see? It's like you see in the future, and you see in the future the sun. The sun peeking up in the background there. And it's going to focus. Wow, it's not focusing. Wow, this is really strong energy. That tells me whenever the camera has trouble focusing, that means that the energy is very strong, that this message is very strong, Aries. Right, let's see if we can get this to focus, please. Okay, good. Wow, that was good. Okay. Oh, wow. I can't believe this reading. This is so beautiful. So we have the sun. So it's like that path there is leading to, you know, is leading to the sun. You're seeing that, and you're seeing that this person is someone that is truly a warm individual. This is an individual that wants to keep you safe, that wants to show you your worth and give you a lot of happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck. And you see this son, this child can be bare, this child can be free, because they are behind this wall, and this wall represents a strong foundation, a strong structure for them to be themselves, to be free with themselves and feel safe. The only thing getting past this wall is the sun, and that's about warmth, right? So you're not going to receive anything that makes you feel insecure here. You're only going to receive warmth, and it's like that inner knowing that that's the case, right? And that wall wouldn't be there, if it didn't need to be there. So I guess here, you're building that foundation built on true emotion, built on this passion for a reason, and that's because both of you know the importance of that. Both of you know that in order to be happy, in order to stand firm, there needs to be a true emotions behind that. There needs to be this true wands and cup energy that merges together and really reignites something quite powerful within you both, right? So wow, we have two major arcana. We have the Star card on your side, and that's how your partner sees you, and on their side we have the Sun card and the Temperance card. These are really good major arcana, and I have to say that the other two that we have here are the Hanged Man and the Emperor. And these are both very good as well. The Hanged Man is very much someone following their intuition. The Emperor is a strong, stable foundation. The Star card is all about following that wish fulfillment, that true life purpose. And the Sun is about true happiness, Aries, true happiness. It's safe, it's secure love, it's a beautiful love that is growing slowly but surely into something magnificent, into something that can truly warm the hearts of many. So, wow, very beautiful reading. I'm just blown away. And it's actually interesting because I'm looking at that sun, and again I'm seeing strength. I'm seeing, it's almost like a lion. We were talking about that Lion King metaphor. It's almost like that sun could be a lion, right? And it's watching over this kingdom. This lion's watching over this kingdom now, quite warming and nurturing. The sun is up again. The sun has risen. So that's, yeah, it's a true message here. I mean, we're ending on the sun, and now what we're going to do is, so we've looked at your current situation regarding love, your partner's current situation regarding love. We've looked at how they see you and how you see them, and now we're going to look at the future of this relationship before we pull a closing card. The future of this relationship for Aries. The future of this relationship for Aries. Wow. So remember how I said to you that the Temperance card was a divinely guided card? This is divine guidance, right? This is saying whatever comes out next to the Temperance card is of great importance, right? It's what your spirit guides want you to know. And now we have going into the future of this relationship, we have the High Priestess, which is 2. So we have 2 of the 3 divinely guided cards here. The next one I have is the Change card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. But here this is saying that in your future together, you're going to be highly intuitive with one another, on a deeper level. This is deep understanding for one another, and perhaps sensing that this is more than just love. This is a divine connection. There's something deeper to this connection that both of you just cannot fully comprehend, but you are, right? You're coming into this now. You're coming into this very deep understanding of something that maybe was just very much took you a long time to get to this position, to get to this point in your lives. And wow, I mean, this is someone all-knowing. This is a relationship that is all-knowing. Okay, that card just wanted to come out. Okay, so the next card we have is the Ten of Swords, and I wouldn't get worried about this because this tells me, because of this reading, and this is really the only swords we've seen, right? So it's like you've let go of this, you've come to the end of a cycle that was, again, we felt this, we've come to the end of a cycle that was challenging for both of you, and moving on now into the future. Here, it's letting go of those swords, because remember how I said the 10 is the end of a cycle? So we have the 10 of wands on your side, and now we have the 10 of swords for both of you in the future. And this is, I feel like, letting go of those swords, healing, focusing on healing with one another in order to move forward in the right way. And yeah, I feel like this is beautiful, right? Because it's like you've both built this foundation of love, and it's provided you with the right foundation, the right feeling of security and safeness in order to let go of, I feel like, challenges in your life that really were, you know, you didn't know at some points whether you're going to get through them. This is someone here that is laying there and they're completely just, you know, pinned to the ground. And now it's like they're being revived, they're being awakened, and it's through this enlightenment of the High Priestess, this enlightenment of love as well. You know, if it's through spirituality that they've been able to get through this situation, and it hasn't gone unnoticed, Aries. I mean, yeah. That's all for now, I feel, with that card. I feel like that because no swords came out in this reading, and because no swords, I feel like no swords are really present here. I feel like this is saying that, you know, we shouldn't expand on this too much, because this is for you. It's like your intuition is telling you, and it's like whatever your intuition tells you about letting go of that 10 of swords energy, whatever caused you that immense pain, you know, that is saying that yes, that is true, and you're moving forward here with such harmony and such peace, right? You're only wishing blessings on and growth on people that have hurt you, you know, perhaps hurt you the most in your life, right? You're both taking the high ground above these individuals, because you know that the love you have for one another is stronger than anything. So the future of this relationship for Aries. The future of this relationship for Aries. Wow. So we have the Judgment card. This is the awakening. This is the enlightenment. This is both of you taking a high ground here. You see this person, they're taking a high ground over these individuals, and these individuals represent past situations that were not completely understood, that lacked clarity in some way. And it was like at the time in these past situations, you were wondering, why can't I understand this? Why can't I, you know, why, you know, there was this sense of a loss of control, not being able to fully gain clarity over a situation and get the answers, get the closure that you really deserved. And now you're looking back and you're getting those answers. And if you're not getting answers, right, if you're not getting that closure, it's like you're just coming to a place of acceptance, right? You're saying, okay, well, I accept this, I'm coming to a high ground, I'm choosing to rise above this, rise above these situations that lacked clarity, and gain true clarity within myself, within an open perspective. So you're just becoming very open to the world around you. You're putting to rest anything that does not serve you anymore, that is not of your highest purpose, right? Because we do have the High Priestess here. So really in the future, you're just focusing on what is truly of your higher purpose. And that's really what means the most to you. It's like nothing else really compares to that, you know, here you've got wings, you're flying, and these past situations now, they've lost colour, they're pretty much in the grave, right? So it's like you're having an awakening and you're flying above these, and you're on your own level with your partner. So can we have another card? Okay, that's another one. What's this? Wow. This is one of my favourite cards, and so is so are the Temperance and the High Priestess cards. So we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about marriage. This is about having that faith in one another, making those vows to one another. And, you know, these vows are long term, these are long lasting. This is a faith that does not end. These are promises here. You see how this, making a promise. These are promises that are going to be kept for life, right? So this is telling me that You're promising to be loyal to one another for the rest of your lives. You're promising to get through anything together and support each other no matter what, through any situation and every situation, you know, moving forward as a team, as a unit, and in true commitment and true alignment with your purpose here and faith. Wow, I mean, the Hierophant is, you know, staying very grounded as well. And I have to mention here, Aries, that in your future, we have 3 out of the 4 cards here are major arcana, and the last cards I did pull for your partner were the Temperance card and the Sun card. So it's like literally the past 5 cards that have come out for you have been major arcana. And the major arcana are really the bulk, they're the foundation of the reading, right? And it's like whatever's around the major arcana, they're the details. So it's like, and also the major arcana I like to think of as more the purpose, you know, the purpose behind. And I feel like this is saying that, yeah, there's a true commitment, a long-standing commitment here. And this is one that really aligns with inner enlightenment and spirituality. And, you know, you're being guided towards each other, divinely guided towards one another. And it's like, you already know this. I feel like if this resonates with you, you already know this, Aries. And you're just now taking those steps forward and allowing yourself to really take in, wow, another major arcana. You're allowing yourself to really take this in and realize the true depth of this journey and, you know, manifesting. You're both manifesting here. The Magician card is a card of manifestation. They hold up this you know, their truth here. They have the infinity sign above them. So here you're both saying that, you know, this is forever. We're going to create something beautiful together. And you're putting everything out on the table here. So both of you, it's like, here's my cups, here's my wands, here's my sword, here's my pentacles. And you're choosing to really share this with one another. You're choosing to be on a journey that is not isolating in any way. It's very much one where you want to work together, you want to manifest together, and you may have your own individual journeys, but what you're doing is you're choosing to look at those individual journeys from a perspective of, okay, I'm building this and you're building this, and, you know, we're going to grow this happy home, we're going to grow this happy family, and all of our individual qualities, our emotions, our ideas, our actions, our commitments are of value to one another. You know, we respect one another, we recognize each other for the beauty of what we have to offer each other. And, you know, it's that sense of, you know, in the past not having the recognition, not having someone to appreciate either of you truly, and now you do. It's like you're just fully in that moment, you're fully just there looking upon one another and seeing that deep emotion, seeing that depth of one another, and choosing more to even focus on that now, choosing to focus even more on that, because you know its worth. You both appreciate this love and are very thankful to be able to be with someone that truly understands you and truly wants the best for you. And wow, Aries, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 out of the 5 here in your future are major arcana, and the one that isn't is the end of a cycle. And the end of this cycle is the 10 of Swords, right? Is those swords coming out, focusing on healing. So it's as though really you're coming to the end of a cycle, and look at all this enlightenment, okay? Look at all this enlightenment. I mean, absolutely incredible, Aries. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this, to be quite fair with you, Aries. I'm being, yeah, I mean, this energy that I'm being guided to express to you is very much very strong, and I remember we went out of focus as well, didn't we, for a bit earlier when the Temperance card came out. You know, look at these cards. This is divine. This is saying, right, this is saying this is a message for you. Your intuition is correct, and this very well could be a twin flame soulmate. Well, this is definitely a soulmate. Maybe it's a twin flame relationship because you're both healing together. But wow, this is saying this is divine. This is a divine love. Beautiful. these cards. So now I'm going to close the reading with a closing message for you to take, into consideration in your movements forward. And I have written a card for... I have written a poem for every card in this deck, okay? So now the next card I pull, I'm going to find that poem for you, and I'm going to read that poem and show you, for any of you that want to take note, okay? And this is where my intuition, I just allow myself to take a step back and let you and your intuition take over. And I feel like from this reading, Aries, you're going to have no problem using your intuition here. I mean, I'm just, very much beautiful. And the card for you to come out is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a long-standing, long-term commitment. This is whatever you perceive as value and worth is in this card, right? And this is, for me as well, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking the only one, this is the only one, this is, and it's glowing in a way, this pentacle, okay? But and there's this path to these mountains, this path to higher ground, this path to a true journey. But I'm going to now just read this poem and we'll see really what this truly represents for you, Aries. Okay. They extend their hand now to all seeds of the world. Long-term changes manifest, not abstract but physical. This manifestation of great value extends into their future goals, long-standing lessons or gains on their journey, new and old. Wow, so what stands out for me there is all seeds of the world. Manifestation of great value extends into their future goals. So wow, long-standing lessons, long-standing gains. Beautiful. And this is, I'll show you for any of you that want to print screen. Here is the poem for you. Let that focus. And these words are supposed to just flow off the page and reach you, okay? But very beautiful. Ace of Pentacles energy. Long-term changes here. Long-term, long-term seeds that are growing. And yeah, we did pick that up, didn't we, in this reading? Wow, this energy is so strong. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this reading, this extended portion. I mean, this is also already quite a long reading, but I'm just going to continue this now. And the link will be in the description box below. And what I'm going to now look at, because this is long already, because this is of depth, is I'm just going to look at the deeper purpose of this reading for you, and the deeper purpose of this love for you, Aries, and the deeper purpose of this reading for your partner, and the deeper purpose of this love for your partner. So now we're just going to dive into that purpose, that real purposeful energy. Anyway, thank you so much for this this journey. It's been amazing. Remember, this is your energy. I am just the messenger. So really, I'm delighted that I can actually be a part of this with you. It's really is a beautiful love that is manifesting, okay? And I'm sending you, I really do wish you all the love blessings for the future, and I am sending you all of my love and light, Aries.